Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Mount Nibbles, number 50, True Judgment, Part 2, Self-Judgment. And this again, it comes from Matthew 7, 1 through 6. Judge not that ye be not judged, for with what judgment ye judge, ye should be judged. And with what measure ye mete, he shall measure to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in your own eye, thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out that mote out of thy eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of the brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Now we're going to talk about our most important judgment. And why is this in the Bible? It's our first judgment that we should be doing, and this is what I call communications as step 1. Application to my life. First of all, we must willfully determine to be a judgment of ourselves. Often, this judgment of our support of the claims of others. Remember, we are not to be judging the motives. We need sometimes to judge the corrections, the Christian doctrines supported by someone else. Thus we need to use our Christian love to see beyond the wish of another to judge the doctrinal soundness. We cannot afford to be confused about such non-doctrinal teachings. So, if someone tells us something, like if we are being criticized for speaking too long or not enough, or some bad doctrine that we're speaking, we must judge for ourselves. Is that true? Did I say that with a bad attitude? Did I do that stingily? Did I do something which really hurt someone else, even though whether or not I intended or not? We have to judge ourselves, what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. That is important. And if someone then supports that claim that I've done something wrong with a doctrinal statement about something from the Scriptures, I then have to fairly consider, is that true or not? And if it is true, then I need to apologize to the person and try to make it so that I would never do that thing again. And that's what God wants us to do. But the point is, we should not just accept what someone tells us. We have to judge it ourselves and say, that's valid and I should fix it, or that's not valid and I should ignore it. And that's the part of self-judgment as well. God says discernment of the truth is important. And my personal response, Lord, thank you for providing us with an ability to learn what is intended by Jesus' teachings. And that's an important part of being a disciple, is being able to understand the intent of the teaching by Jesus, not just the surface level truth of that statement. So we'll see it again next